Knicks Nation, we survive. The Knicks beat the Miami Heat in game number 5 at Madison Square Garden. We live to go to game 6 in Miami. What a performance from these New York Knicks on the brink of elimination, heading into this game down 3-1, absolutely getting blown out in game 3 in Miami, almost somehow coming out that victory in game 4 in the fourth quarter. And then tonight, they bounce back and they get the W, led by the big three of these Knicks team in Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle. Mitchell Robinson with clutch free throws when they're trying to foul him because he can't hit free throws. How did that work? And then Quentin Grimes with one leg goes out there and gets the steal, the best steal I've seen from a Knick in a long time. What a freaking game, and it feels good to get this W, and I'm proud that these New York Knicks are not going down in 5. Now, I know that the series is still not in our favor, and I know that the Miami Heat are still in the driver's seat, and the Knicks got to figure out a way to win on the road in Miami to force a Game 7 back at the Garden. I get all of that, but that's not going to still take away from my excitement over my New York Knicks defending home court and getting a crucial victory on the brink of elimination at Madison Square Garden in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. So Knicks fans, it's a great sign that this Knicks team can respond, and then we'll figure out what we can do to adjust and make sure that we can upset the Miami Heat on the road next. But let's talk about this game. First thing that comes to mind, Jalen Brunson, 48 minutes. Quentin Grimes, 48 minutes. What? Wow. On the brink of elimination, Tom Thibodeau ain't messing around. With Josh Hart in foul trouble and Emmanuel quickly hurt in the game, they do not use the bench. We had 2 players in the starting lineup play all 48 minutes. Not to mention RJ only had 10 minutes of rest, and Julius Randle only had 12 minutes of rest. So, Tom Thibodeau, it worked this time. I don't know if that's going to be able to keep going. I don't know if they're going to get burnt out, but hey, we'll take it. Jalen Brunson, he is an absolute monster. 35 points, 7 dimes, 7 rebounds, 11 of 21 from the field, 4 of 10 from the three-point line, and 9 of 10 from the free throw stripe. Absolutely fantastic game from Jalen Brunson. I said it on Twitter. The only way this Knicks team is going to be able to beat the Miami Heat in this game is if we see a Jalen Brunson that is playing at a star level. Superstar level, and he did that. He answered the bell. He's been the most consistent player for this Knicks team throughout the entire playoff series, but we did not need him to be good. We needed him to be great, borderline elite for us to get the job done, and we did, because the Miami Heat, they are so good. Even when the Knicks got a 19-point cushion, the Heat did not go away. They answered every bell. They hit every shot that they needed to. They were getting stops. They were playing extra aggressive with pressure. The Miami Heat scrapped through, and the Knicks are lucky that they were able to survive and Miami Heat surge late in that fourth quarter, and it's all because of Jalen Brunson. Also, RJ Barrett, 22.7 boards. Shout out RJ, bro. He is consistent. He is going out there. He is making game-winning plays, making the right decisions, playing excellent defense, by the way. Shout out RJ Barrett on the defensive end. He did a great job. Julius Randle, after having a terrible first half, he gets elbowed in the eye. He has a swollen eye, and then he goes out there in the second half and scores 19 straight points, and he was 5 for 5, 3 for 3 from the three-point land, and got 19 points in that second half. And then that was the stretch he went on. So Julius Randle bounced back big time, and this is the type of Randle that we need to see. Just being that, second option behind Jalen Brunson. Don't do too much. Wasn't perfect from Julius, but I like what I saw from Julius Randle. Quentin Grimes in his all big-time minutes tonight, man. Big-time minutes for Quentin Grimes on one leg. In that last stretch of games, man. I cannot believe that he went out there and did it. And I'm sorry, I've been saying Jalen Brunson had 35 points this whole time. No, he had 38. I was looking at a box score that was not refreshed. I wasn't even looking at this one. That's my apologies. I got the updated box score in front of me right now. That's my fault. 38 points for Jalen Brunson, 9 rebounds and 7 assists. And RJ Barrett didn't have 24. He had 26 points. So shout out RJ, shout out Brunson. And then Mitchell Robinson, 8 points, 11 rebounds with 2 steals. This is the Mitchell Robinson that we all fell in love with in the first round of the playoffs against the Cleveland Cavaliers. A guy that is a difference maker on the glass. The only way this Knicks team is going to win basketball games in the playoffs is if Mitchell Robinson can get double-digit boards, and that's exactly what he did. He gave the Knicks second-chance opportunities. It wasn't perfect. The Miami Heat still had way too many offensive rebounds for my liking, but the Knicks still, when it mattered the most, they made the right plays. They held back a Miami Heat surging back to try to steal that victory on the road, and a lot of it had to do with Mitchell Robinson hitting his clutch free throws, protecting the paint, and just being an overall presence in that glass. And the bench unit really didn't do anything tonight because, like we said, Brunson played all 48. Grimes played all 48. And then we had Randall play 35 and RJ play 38. So it really wasn't a lot. Obi played 12 minutes, gave us 2 points. Hartenstein played 21 minutes, gave us 4 points and 6 boards. And Josh Hart, man, how about this? Josh Hart plays 9 minutes, and we still win this game. Josh Hart is one of the biggest reasons why this Knicks team is good. Josh Hart is the biggest reason why this Knicks team went on a surge in the regular season after we traded for him, and he was in foul trouble early and had no impact in this game whatsoever, had a -11, and the Knicks still escape a W at home against the Miami Heat. Really good sign for these New York Knicks without Emmanuel Quickley, without Josh Hart, because he basically was not playing this entire game. We were 2 big-time crucial pieces off the bench, not available tonight because of Josh Hart's ineptitude to stay out of foul trouble. By the way, he was in foul trouble last game. That needs to get cleaned up. But the Knicks were still able to survive, man. Jalen Brunson is him. I mean, it really is refreshing, folks. It's been a really tough series, and the Miami Heat's playing better basketball than us. We got, 2 games, L's in Miami, and Brunson's playing great in all these games, and we're so focused on the negatives because we're losing, and we can't, be excited about Jalen Brunson playing great basketball when it doesn't translate to wins. Well, now we got a W, so we can now appreciate the fact that we have a freaking star as our point guard, a franchise point guard, and his name is Jalen Brunson. Knicks fans, we know how long it's been since we've had a point guard that can do the things that he's doing right now. Take over the game, hit the clutch shot, being able to just take anybody off the dribble. The footwork is unreal. The clutch abilities to get to the free throw line, hitting your free throws, the layups, the playmaking, the effort, right? That's the thing I love about Jalen Brunson, man. His poise, his demeanor. He's so calm, cool, collected in the high-pressured moments. Without Jalen Brunson, this team is not going anywhere. He is the head of the snake. He is the guy that really organizes things and kind of calms down the energy when things start to get crazy, because as we all know, this Miami Heat team, they went crazy at us in that fourth quarter. They were full court pressuring us. They were forcing turnovers. It was getting to the Knicks a little bit, but luckily for the Knicks, they made a couple extra plays. They fought for a couple loose balls, and in the end, the Knicks come out on top 112-103, and that's big time. So I am also noticing that these graphics are not up to date. That's my apologies. The final score was 112-103, not 97-91. I was too excited about the W, so I wasn't able to update these graphics, and I didn't have the stats, so that's my apologies, folks. But let's freaking go Knicks. We're going to be live tomorrow to talk about how the Knicks can survive another game back in Miami, and hopefully force this one to go back to the Garden on Monday night for Game 7. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed. Please, let's go Knicks. They survive. We ain't going out without a fight, and that's all I wanted, baby. Knicks in 7 until proven otherwise. Let's go.